How to get elected without trying. All it takes is one vote, literally. Christine's Chronicles. Posted on January 31st, 2023 by Xteen the Writer. By Christine Lorraine Morgan. Originally written for the Yahoo Contributor Network on January 18th, 2010. Mother and daughter learn an important lesson about voting. "Can I go with you to vote?" asked Nicole, my 15-year-old daughter. Without hesitating, I agreed that she could tag along. Sure, after all, you'll be able to vote soon, and I'm always glad to help you learn how our government works. And there's Mom and daughter. Nicole and I pose for a selfie. Smiling smugly at my daughter's willingness to expand her political horizons, I drove to the fire hall, signed in, and proudly allowed Nicole to escort me into the computerized voting booth. She observed my candidate selections without saying much. After completing all of the more prominent races, a screen asked who I wanted to pick for some lesser-known race, but did not list any candidates. The only offering was write in. "Mom, what does that mean?" "It means that no one is running for this position, and I can write in a vote for someone," I explained patiently. "How do you write someone in?" As always, Nicole wanted answers. Uncertain of how to proceed, yet unwilling to admit this flagrant fact, I replied, "You just press here." Luckily, I was right. After pressing the touch screen, another screen appeared that let me enter a potential candidate's name. As I pondered what to do next, Nicole interrupted my thoughts and gave me a predictable direction. "Hey, Mom, why don't you write yourself in?" she asked sweetly. Without giving the matter further consideration, I keyed in my name and pressed vote. "There, honey, are you happy? I just voted for myself." We giggled excitedly as we exited the booth, and Nicole was a bit giddy at the notion that her mother had just made herself a candidate in a most unexpected fashion. Weeks passed, and one gray, snowy December afternoon, a curious letter arrived in the mail. It was from the local board of elections, and it declared that I was tied with 3 other candidates for some odd post that I had not heard of before: Inspector of Elections Majority. I nearly laughed out loud, and my peculiar reaction prompted my partner's curiosity. "What's so funny?" he quizzed. I handed him the letter, and he became excited. "How did you do this?" He seemed bewildered. "This is really cool. How did you manage to tie 3 other candidates for public office? I didn't even know you were running." I wasn't. I was just trying to show Nicole how our free society's voting system works, and I think I might have accidentally written myself in or something. The following week, the county conducted a tiebreaker for all local elections. Because there were 4 candidates all tied with 1 write-in vote for this particular post, the county placed 4 numbered ping-pong balls in a box. The lowest numbered ball would be the winner. Believe it or not, the lowest number was pulled on my behalf. And before I knew what had happened, I had won the election. This really happened. As of this writing, I still don't really know what my governmental position entails. The county has notified me that instructions for training will come soon. There might even be a few bucks involved. However, that's not the point of this exercise. The fact that I have a governmental position as an elected official is still boggling my mind. It all boils down to the fact that in our free society, Anyone can truly have a chance to achieve something they never thought possible, whether they even try or not. And this is me after the election working at my post. And here's my official piece of paper, an excerpt from that showing that I was voted by the one write-in vote. I was duly elected. To top off the political cake, I am beginning to have visions of my next election. My neighbor across the street has laughingly warned that she intends to run against me, but I'm pretty sure that I can get a handful of neighborhood pals to vote my way and win with 5 or 6 votes instead of the one that sealed the deal last year. Author Lorraine Morgan poses at the precinct where she enjoyed serving as majority inspector of elections for 4 years after inadvertently electing herself with a write-in vote. And that's it. There I am, on the job. Besides, it truly only takes one unsuspecting vote to win an election in these great United States. This is a 100% true story. So remember it the next time you think your vote does not count, because it really does. And this has been XT the Writer, Lorraine Morgan, signing off. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having a listen, and y'all take care now.
Take a look